Welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're making my meatless $1 million spaghetti. It's named that because it tastes so good. This is a popular dish you will find all over the internet. Mine is so simple. It's made with wholesome ingredients and a homemade sauce. Let's go make it. Quick note, during this video there is construction going on outside, so please bear with me if you hear some things in the background. That's what we're dealing with. And if you would like my full written recipe, you can go down to the description. There's a link down there that will take you over to the blog where you can print and save it anytime. To get started, we have to do a few things. You'll want to preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and then you'll also grab a medium-sized casserole dish, either ceramic or glass. This is my grandma's. I love it so much. But you're going to put some avocado oil in here, butter, or olive oil, and just brush it around. That way nothing sticks. You'll also grab a medium-sized pot and fill it about half of the way full with water. You can add a teaspoon of sea salt to season it if you would like, and then you're going to bring that to a boil so we can cook our pasta. Once your water has come to a boil, you'll add in 8 ounces of spaghetti noodles, and you can put your pasta in whole and just stir it around until it's all down in the water. Or you can go ahead and break your spaghetti in half and then toss it in. You'll want to cook this as according to your instructions on the package. This is about 6 to 7 minutes uncovered on medium heat. Make sure throughout the cooking process you are stirring, but while that cooks, we're also going to make our homemade sauce. So to make our homemade sauce, we're gonna grab a can of San Marzano or whole tomatoes that have been peeled. And then this is about 28 ounces, so we're gonna put half of it in here. This is about 2 cups. These make the perfect sauce base. Once you've got your 2 cups in there, you can save the rest for later. And then we're going to add in sea salt. And then we're gonna add in 2 fresh garlic cloves that we've already minced. I know we're gonna blend this up, but the minced garlic tastes so much better. It kind of releases all the flavor. Just gonna add that in. As well as 1/4 of a cup of yellow onion that's been diced. 1 teaspoon of olive oil. Half of a teaspoon of garlic powder, make sure it's salt-free. 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning, also salt-free. 1 teaspoon of balsamic vinegar. This adds such a deep richness to this and adds a little bit of acidity in there. It's so good. And finally, 3 ounces of plain cream cheese. Now, I like to just break this up with my fingers as I put it in. Now we're gonna pop our lid on here and we're going to blend this for about 30 seconds. Now before we blend this, I'm gonna go stir my pasta quick so it doesn't stick. Now that our pasta is stirred, we're gonna blend this on high speed for about 30 seconds or until there's no more chunks of anything in here. When it looks all together and there's no more chunks, we can give it a quick taste. This is so creamy. It smells amazing. That is so good. Now we've just drained our pasta and then we're gonna add our sauce in. Just add that all in there. And then we're just gonna stir this to completely coat those noodles and combine it. I like to do this in the pan before putting it in the casserole dish because it just helps make it clean up so much easier. You don't have all the sauce on the sides. Now, once the pasta is combined, we're gonna pour it into our prepared casserole dish. I always like to use my spoon to kind of even it out into an even layer. Now we'll add 2 cups of low moisture mozzarella cheese. It's been shredded. Definitely don't use fresh mozzarella or else it'll get really watery. So we're just gonna add that on an even layer on top. This is gonna get all bubbly and brown. It's gonna be so good. I always like to think of $1 million spaghetti as a better and more special baked spaghetti. This recipe, as you can tell, does not have any meat in it. That's because when I developed it, I was doing it for the Lenten season. On Fridays, we do not eat meat during Lent, and I wanted to have a recipe that was going to be really delicious, really filling, but also we could have on Fridays during the season. So that's why I made this recipe without meat. If you'd like to add beef in here, you are more than welcome to. Just cook it on the skillet, add it in when you add the sauce to the pasta and stir it around. That's great for any time of the year, but this meatless version is also really good any time of the year when you need a budget-friendly recipe. I'm all for adding ground beef to anything. I love ground beef, but it is really nice to have a meatless meal every now and then to save on the budget. And finally, we're gonna add 1/4 of a cup of freshly grated Parmesan cheese to the top. This just adds a little extra flavor. Now we're gonna pop this in the oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 to 30 minutes until the top is bubbly. After this bakes for about 20 to 25 minutes, it should be bubbling on the sides, and then you can turn the broiler on for a few minutes to get that golden brown cheese on top if desired, but you do not have to do this. Now, when your $1 million spaghetti casserole comes out, let it cool for about 5 minutes before digging in. Just make sure your sauce is not going to run everywhere, and it makes it a little bit better. Now, you can serve this by itself, or you can serve it with a salad. You could do some kind of sourdough garlic bread, or you could even do like a garlic toast. It's really good to have anything really garlic and bready on the side. Let's give it a quick try. That is so good. Creamy, it's cheesy on top. The sauce is the perfect level of spices. You can really taste the Italian seasoning in there. This is such a good version of baked spaghetti. Again, you can find my full written recipe linked down in the description below. Just click that link, it'll take you to the blog where you can print and save anytime. I hope this recipe finds a special place on your table during the Lenten season or during any time of year, especially when you're in need of a budget-friendly, meatless recipe. Until next time, go serve God by loving your family one recipe at a time.